not exactly what I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream.
Can someone tell me what is going on? I actually have no clue what's going on. Where am I and what's up? What's going on, chat? First one to jump in is Irene, Brenda, the Remixtress, Jeanette Miller's in the chat, Randy Peterson, woo, Hot Pig. I am seeing some familiar names and new names to me anyway. So everybody's probably wondering what in the world is me doing here. Well, Dad was losing his mind before the show. He told me that my ways of fixing things doesn't work, so he handed me this. He told me I can fix the audio this way, and I said, if you know me well, I don't deal with violence. So I basically came back here to make sure everything was working before he started destroying things, essentially. And the only way to do that is to be sitting in the driver's seat. So I'm just gonna make sure everything's working, and then before long you can see Dad's mug instead of my mug, if that sounds cool with y'all. To start this off though, I want to make sure we go through all the bases, and for that I am going to bring in, let's see, Dad asked me, do you know how I do this? And I was like, I'm pretty sure I do, because I had to help him design all of this, his workflow here. Sometimes we'll run into issues, and, sometimes you just don't want to break things, so we're going to try our best not to break things. But I wanted to see if Misha Chick, are you here with me?
I am.
All right, well, see, everything sounds like it's working to me. I know we do have issues, but I'm starting to wonder if Dad's pushing something that he shouldn't be pushing. He might.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Travis. On my end,
yes,
it's always your dad that sounds staticky and garbly. Other people sound clear, and even in the playback on Facebook, most everybody else was clear. It was your dad that was garbled.
Yeah, that makes sense. So everything y'all are hearing on Discord is y'all's own feed. What happens in our feed, we have a little box down here. I'm afraid to pick it up because I don't want it to blow up. We have our own little mixer. It's a little tiny 4-track mixer where everything goes into Dad's feed in the stream. And most of the time we get some gargle, and I think that messes with our microphone, which would mean y'all's feed. And it'll mess with the stream's feed, which you guys over here on internet land would be hearing. But right now, we've been running for just a few minutes, and I have not run into a single problem. Now, let's all take bets. How long till Dad sits down and it starts going to hell? Let's, I'm going to say 5 minutes.
I'm going 3 minutes.
How long, Misha Chick?
3 minutes.
3? Okay, we'll
Yeah.
do 3. I'll do 5. And you guys out here on the internet, go ahead and put your guesses into the chat. And whoever gets closest gets a internet cookie. Hopefully we won't run into any more issues. But until then, I want to thank you all for bearing with me for the next. Randy Peterson says 15. Ask says 4 minutes. I'm seeing a lot of 4 minutes actually.
20.
Yeah, Sonia says 20. Sweet. All right. Well, I appreciate you all for bearing with me for a few minutes. Misha Chick, thank you for coming in here and helping test some things out. We're going to go blank for just a second. I'm going to turn on the do to for blue for just a moment. And Dad will be taking the hot seat. I hope you all enjoy y'all's debate tonight. I might watch, I might not. Honestly, I don't know. Not my thing. I'll get all
Just
the huh?
It's nice to hear and see your face.
Likewise to you. Likewise to you. Your voice is always greatly appreciated in not only all this, but in our household when we listen back to you, Dad, Bernadette, and everybody. You are all so great. I'm so proud of this community for keeping this up for so long. I know I used to be on here a lot more. Honestly, it's not that I'm out of the fight. It's not my place to be talking politics anymore. I got a lot of bigger things to worry about nowadays.
I get it.
And speaking of which, from the bottom of my heart and my family's heart, thank you all for the support. It's been much needed around here. It's been making a very difficult situation a lot easier, and we will never be able to thank you all enough for all the love and support that y'all have been giving to us.
I know I can speak for all the Blue Dot family how much we love all of you. All.
And it goes right back to y'all from all of us here in the Britovo house. All right, guys. For sure. I'll have to try to drop into the Blue Room one of these days and just sit back and chat, because I do miss that. Maybe we'll do one of those Jack's Box Party Pack games or whatever that we used to do. That'd be fun.
Oh, that'd be fun.
All right, guys, I'm going to switch out really quick with Dad, and we'll be right back momentarily.
Hey, what are y'all doing?
We're waiting for you. What'd you think we were doing?
Well, damn, if you're waiting on me, you're backing up. Shit. How are y'all doing this evening?
I think we're all doing good. We're just making
good.
popcorn and getting our beverages ready.
Getting ready to start the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry I'm late. I got tied up there for a minute.
That's okay.
Travis filled in for me. I appreciate that.
He did. It was nice to see his lovely face.
It is nice to see him occasionally pop in here. It's nice to, like I always say, if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have a show. Anyway, I guess we ought to get this thing going. Did he introduce everybody? Did he say hi to everybody? Or?
He did do some, we did that. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Did some explaining and said you'd be on
Shanky's
next.
got her steak burrito chipotle going on. Yeah, she's ready. She's ready. Let's jump right into this shit because there's people down there got their hands up. Let's get Biker Leo in here first. Leo, how in the hell are you doing?
I'm fine. Kid. Where were you, man? You were out. You got the shits or something, don't you?
Man, I'm in sad shape right now, partner. I overextended myself. Yeah.
When do we not?
Yeah, that's what I always say, buddy. We're at that point to a part. It hurts, Yeah. It all freaking hurts anymore. But
yeah, you know what? We're still in the fight, though. So
that's right. We are in the fight. As a matter of fact, I'm itching.
It ain't over till it's over, right?
It ain't over until it's all over, and I'm ready for tonight, baby. Let's get ready to chuckle.
Well, do you know what I really think is happening tonight? And
What?
I think this is throughout the nation. I think that both sides are looking for the same thing, and that is for their guy to really look like something and the other guy to fall down. Now,
Well,
I will take bets on that because I got a feeling that Joe ain't going to fall down. And
I
I
don't
got a
think Joe's
feeling
gonna fall.
Johnny's going to have a real hard time with that mute button.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know that ain't going to shut him up. Excuse me. That's not going to shut him up. He's going to keep trying to talk and distract Joe. I'm waiting on that. I want Joe to come out with a line that says something about, you still can't, you never shut up, do you? You just keep on rattling your mouth. Something to that effect, because you know he's going
With
to.
stupid shit. Have you
There you go,
seen the
Kelly Cage.
latest?
What?
Have you seen the latest fumbles
latest?
he's made?
Who, Donnie?
No. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Donnie and the I mean, we had the sharks and the electrocution.
Yeah, the electric.
thing.
Yeah. Well,
Now
you know, now he's back to the water pressure, drip, drip, drip out of the faucet again.
That and the made up words.
Oh, he's not. They're not made up, Leo. He is an inventor. He is an inventor of words.
I forgot. It's that whole stable genius thing. Whoops,
Yep,
bad
there
me.
you go, buddy.
No,
That's
if
what
you
we're
don't
looking
know
at.
them, you fake them, is what it is.
Yeah, yeah. If you're not intelligent, you just fake it. But he's, I'm itching for it because on a stage with no prompter, no notes, no nothing, no audience to play off of, just his own memory of shit. Yeah, hold on to your britches. I'm expecting some fun. So, hello, Mitch.
Hello, John.
Are you ready,
Hello,
buddy?
everybody in Blue Dot Land.
Are you ready for some shit?
Well, I'm not. Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
Might as well see it. You know, it's
I
like
think-
a car accident.
Am I the
You
only
just
one
can't
that's really
help it.
super enthused? I'm ready for it, man.
Yeah.
I want to see this.
I don't think
know,
there's
man,
going
it's
to really
happening
be
pretty
much
late.
to buy.
I think it's going pretty deep into Trump's sundown time. Well, let me tell you something.
What?
This is the first time that there has been a sitting U.S. president has debated a felon who sleeps to noon every day.
Go figure. Sounds like this shouldn't be a difficult thing to do.
Yeah, he's just getting sleep.
But we could go directly to the source.
I think tonight is going to be exemplary of how Joe Biden is going to handle Donald Trump when he loses this election, which he's going to, and when he gets all pissy
Yeah.
and claims it's rigged, which he's going to. He's already,
Yeah.
he's already
yeah.
set, not just set the stage for it, but he's set the wheels of the Big Lie 2 in motion. And I think the joke is, and it continues to be the joke, they still take the mantle of being the law and order party. If that's not the funniest fucking thing you've ever
It
heard
is.
in your life, I don't
It
know.
is. You heard their latest thing now? That
How's
Joe
that?
Biden is the real threat to democracy.
Oh yeah, Joe Biden.
Of
Joe
course he
Biden
is.
is the threat to democracy. That's what it is.
Trump can't even say the word democracy.
No. And he doesn't believe in it either. Hey, let me
I
thank
saw a whole
Benny
bunch
Loco.
of $5.99 hats today that said, "I'm voting for the felon."
Ain't that pitiful? There's some
I
of 'em you
mean-
can't save, Leo. They're proud of it. And that's the only reason they're voting for him is that good old boy, fuck you, I'm voting for Trump, man. He's the real badass around here. Fuck you, buddy. Go
Hey, go to
screw
Leo.
your sister again or something. I don't know.
Did you see his barbershop bullshit?
Who, Trump's? Nope.
Yeah.
Nope, didn't see
he
the
did a
barbershop.
visit to a barbershop, and he made the whole focus on he should have the black vote because now he is a convicted felon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did he get his haircut? Did he sit in a chair? No.
To get his
I
hair
don't
on.
have to see it. No, he
faces
didn't
of the
sit in a
people.
chair. He ain't going to sit in no chair and let anybody touch that hair. Hey, let me thank Benny Loco. Benny Loco came in with a $2 donation. Benny, thank you very much. We appreciate that. No, it's I am. I've got a smile on my face, and I ain't got a whole lot to smile about nowadays. But I'm looking forward to this shit. Because if there's one thing I do have confidence in, I don't think Joe Biden is going to make a fool out of himself. Do I think the other guy's going to make an idiot out of himself? I'm banking on it, baby. I'm betting all my money on that one. Because what else is he going to do? Come out with words of wisdom?
They don't have anything else. They don't have any plans. They don't have any ideas. They don't have any policies. They don't give a shit.
No.
We don't need none of that.
They have one policy. Get Trump back into the White House so that he doesn't have to go to jail and so he can enact ultra right-wing, ultra nationalist policies that will dismantle and destroy this country to its core. It will be unrecognizable.
Hey, Bear, I see you out there, buddy. No, it won't be. Because we've already seen what he's willing to do. I'm glad to see Project 2025 finally got a lot of attention around the country because, it's the Heritage Foundation idea. And like I said, this idea has been floating around for a very long time. They were just waiting on the right idiot to come along who wants that kind of power. So they can implement that plan.
Somebody who does not understand, or in this case, will not suffer consequences. And I'm telling you, I don't care what you say. This is the year that Trump is going to suffer consequences. I know I said it last
from your mouth.
I had no idea that he would have the effect that he would. That the Supreme Court would be that bad. And that Judge Cannon would be that bad, where the 3 federal cases that he's involved in are now, and the Georgia State case are now hung up. I'm actually hoping tomorrow morning, after he loses the debate and goes on his bitching and moaning and pissing like a 4-year-old.
The moan and groan tour.
That's going to be the day he's going to find out that, oopsie, he does not have immunity. And you want to know why he doesn't have immunity? Because if they say that he did have immunity, that means Joe Biden has immunity.
That's right.
If I were Joe Biden,
I would take advantage of that.
I wouldn't kill him, but I'd pluck his ass up and I'd drop him right in the middle of Fort fucking Leavenworth. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? You're going to attack.
There's one other thing with that.
Hey,
with the
he
Supreme
can get a
Court
lawyer
that way. There's one other very important thing. If they were to rule that way, they are throwing away the co-equal branches of government.
That's a fact. Which they want to do anyway.
They do.
They want to consolidate power in the executive. They want the executive to have power over the Congress, much like Trump does over the House right now. And they want the judicial branch as well. That's the big 3.
But it's all about timing.
If we don't win back the House of Representatives, it's going to be a long 4 years no matter what happens.
There's a note right there. This is not just about the presidential race. It is the most important decision this country's facing ever. So it is the primary reason we're going to go vote. But this bullshit, if you look over the last 4 years of the Republicans holding the House, it's nothing but a shit show after clown show, bullshit charges, bullshit investigations. They're not doing the people's work. The only thing they want to do is prop up their clown.
Listen, man.
And it's wasting the people's time.
We have one ace in the hole, and I think this represents exactly what's going to happen in November. There's 2 things that Trump doesn't have. He doesn't have any compassion or any common sense, and I forgot what I was going to say. That's right. Keep going.
Hi, Julie.
Also, I think it's very telling that not one Fortune 500 CEO.
Oh, yeah, that's it. That's what I was going to say. See, my wife is so clever.
I know she is.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
And so, so this is the message. Trump is now bad for business, and they know it. They're making money hand over fist right now. They don't want anything to change. They like it just how it is. They need to maintain the status quo. They don't want to start dicking around with this tariffs and bullshit. Don't mess with a good thing.
I'm glad you said that. Because I've been pointing it out for a while. You think it's Joe Biden is the reason your bread is so expensive, your gas, anything? No,
No.
no. That's CEOs of companies that are really getting fat off this shit, and they're not about to back down on their prices because they're
But this
making
is a
money, baby.
universe where truth doesn't matter, John.
No, that's true.
But these guys are just not into the chaos that he brings. Businesses like what? They like predictability. They like certainty. They like constancy.
They like a stable market.
They like constant production. They like constant logistics, right? That's what they like. They like constant supply chain. Remember supply chain? That's what they like.
Just-in-time management. That's what we went to. Just-in-time supply chain. We need
But
that.
we're still organized in that trickle-down mentality. Let's forget about the billionaires, where it's kind of a special case. But the 100
Right.
millionaires that own the majority of shares of stock in this country and control most of the large corporations that deliver most of the goods and services, probably close to 80 or 85% of everything that you do is by a handful of corporations run by not extravagantly wealthy, but fairly wealthy people, much more scattered than something like Twitter, which is wholly owned by that asshole.
By one asshole.
Yeah, well.
Well, I hear all of that, and you brought up one thing in there, Mitch, and it's a thing that too many of them forget, but it requires critical thinking.
What's that?
That's the supply chain thing. The way inflation has everything to do with that right now.
Fact.
And sorry, guys, the results of a pandemic do not go away in 4 years. They just don't. And that's what happened.
No, but
Our
they damn
supply
sure have
chain got
improved
hit hard.
over the last 4 years.
Oh, yeah.
But it's being fixed. So let's keep fixing it. Anyway, you got a bunch of other people with their hands up. I'm going to get the hell out of here because I'm preparing myself for watching this thing.
All right,
I just wanted y'all to know I ain't dead yet.
Well, now, Leo, before you go, I want you to know we're going to wrap the show up normal time. We're going to go watch the debate because my political advisor and I, as we always do, will be watching the debate together.
We're going to watch it from the Blue Room, John?
I'm gonna be in the Blue Room, but I'm gonna be in and out of the Blue Room.
All right.
Because I'm gonna sit with her. But after the debate, then yeah, I'm headed to the Blue Room. Hell, I might hit the camera and go live. We don't know.
All right, I'm going to jump out of the room.
If I'm awake, I will tune in and I may stop back in.
Well, we'll be here, Leo.
Sure. Good night, everybody. I'll catch up with you soon, John.
All right, I appreciate it, Mitch. Thank you very much. Leo, same thing.
Well,
Thank
everybody.
you very much. If you get a chance, stop on by after the debate, buddy. We'll be here.
All right. Y'all take care of yourselves.
All right, you too, Leo. Now, let me catch up real quick because Petrazi20 came in with a $5 donation. Petrazi, thank you very much. And Mitch Goldstein, going out the door, just came in with a $20 donation and said, crime is down to the lowest point this century. Point and laugh at the law and order traitor. Indeed. Because they're going to try to sell that crime shit, and it's a bunch of bullshit. J.P. Lieb came in with $5, said President Biden is flying to the debate on Air Force One. Trump is flying in on Loser Force One. I like that. And Lady Freedom rocks it, indeed she does, came in with $2 and said, hello, Blue Dots, and all the ships at sea. Thank you very much. But hey, I got an idea. Let's go directly to the source. Dark Brandon, are you with us?
Yeah, what's going on, man? Can you hear me?
What are you doing? Are y'all are you set for the debate tonight?
Yeah. I was like planning on streaming myself. I'm gonna try and pop into like different discords and things, maybe during the debate or after the debate, whatever. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just like trying to find some conversations to be had before the debate pops off.
Yeah. Oh man,
Everybody keeps saying that everybody keeps saying that the muted mics are going to be to like Trump's advantage to like make him look, like he's got a brain or some sense about him, but like we're still going to be able to see him making faces like babies. So
Yeah, we're going to see the whole 9 yards of his. He's not going to shut up. Mike or no Mike, he's going to be sitting over there trying to, disrupt as much as he can. I'm waiting on Joe to just turn around him and just ask him, do you ever shut up, man? Or are you just constantly spitting shit out of your mouth? That's what I want to see. Let me see. Jorge, let's get that man in here first and get that. How you doing, Jorge?
Good evening, John. How's everything?
Everything is just fine. I'm waiting for round one, buddy. Let's go. Let's rock and roll.
I got some good news for the Blue Dots going into this thing. The polls ending on June the 20th.
Yeah.
And the U.S. Senate Texas race shows Colin Allred at 42 and Cruz at 45.
We're closing.
Okay, this is the University of Texas at Tyler Center for Opinion Research.
Right.
And Colin Allred's only down 3 points on Cruz. And now, if everybody can just donate $5 to Colin Allred, if we can blow Cruz out of the Senate, that kind of points Texas as being purple. And if Texas flips, it's game over.
Oh, if Texas goes,
see,
that's it.
We can start with Cruz.
And we can, and it's not Cruz. Out of the. Look at all you have to do is look at Georgia. Look at Georgia.
Yeah.
Georgia, deep red Georgia, Cruz in the heart of the South,
Cruz
baby.
Is the worst. The worst of the worst. If we can knock off the worst of the worst, it's kind of like, hello, America,
Yeah. Yeah.
Things may be changing here.
Indeed.
Send $5 to Colin Allred. Okay, please.
Please help America. Texas out, please. Who don't want to get rid of Ted Cruz? Even
Adam
Republicans want to get rid of Ted Cruz.
Everyone hates Ted Cruz. Everyone hates Ted Cruz.
Kick his ass down the street. Let me see. Aussie Dave.
Hi, guys. How are you, family?
Are you getting ready, Dave? Are you going to watch We're doing fine. Are you going to watch it?
Mate, most certainly. I'm going to watch it for sure. I'm still nervous for Biden because reality is reality. The man is not the same Biden he was 4 years ago, the last debate when he told Trump to shut up. I watched that debate and recently, and he was a bit more sprightly than he is today. Not saying he's mentally lost anything, but his delivery is going to be a lot slower. It'll be intelligent, and it'll be sensible, and it'll be policy-based for the good of the people. And I know that the other side's going to be all accusations and even though
Ozzy, he's going to be jacked up.
Look,
you know that.
Mountain Dew.
He's sucking down Mountain Dews like you wouldn't believe. He's going to be all jacked up.
You betcha.
Well, Joe Biden's got a drug problem in Mountain Dew. He's got to be treated for his Mountain Dew addiction. Yeah, that's a serious thing. I mean, forget the poor opioid people. Let's deal with Joe Biden. Yeah, look at Trump's son. I mean, every time I see that guy on TV. I mean, look at Donnie Jr. He's jacked up every minute of the day.
Oh man!
And give me a break. Biden is the cleanest. Look. I see him as the grandpa of America. He's America's grandpa who stepped in because of the shit fight that's been created by this man during his presidency. This Trump, not Biden. Biden is the grandpa. He's got good intent, got a good heart. He's a bit slow. You can crack a joke on him and get away with it. He's a good old guy that America needs at the moment. You don't need any highfalutin, fast-talking buddy. I'm going to do that. You need someone who's stable.
I'll trust whatever comes out of Joe's mouth a whole lot more than I'll trust anything that comes out. Yeah, but I don't have any questions about his competency to be able to hold the office.
No. The world doesn't. The world doesn't. I mean, we see these doctored videos of him wandering away, but he was actually addressing some paratroopers that parachuted in. But Fox conveniently cut the frame short, and so you couldn't see. He looked like he was staring off in the distance. I mean, we all seen that that was nasty. But this is the sort of shit that you've got to choose between, is being lied to even be manipulated. I remember when I seen that, I remember when Trump said, don't believe your eyes or what you see or what you hear, right? And it just played right into what Biden said, Trump said, when he was candidating in 2016. Don't believe what you see or hear. It's not the truth.
Well, hell, all you have to do is listen to what he said lately. You know, he just got done telling his voters he didn't give a shit about them, just their vote. That's it.
No.
I don't care about you. I just want your vote.
I just want your vote. He said that verbally to the crowd, and they don't care.
But Mitch and Julie almost touched on something, and I think Mitch wanted to go there, but somehow it got sidetracked. Well, just released was an article that suggests that, or doesn't suggest, it says 16 Nobel winners, economists. 16 of them said Trump will be a disaster for the economy if he wins. I
don't think you have to be a Rhodes Scholar or a laureate to figure that out.
No. Yeah.
Fortune 100, not one of the I think it's 1,000.
None of them are there.
The first 1,000. None of them there for Trump because they know what he's going to do to the economy. So these are professionals.
Mitch is right. Mitch they don't want him coming in and screwing up a good thing, which is what they have right now. Corporate America. Well, they're raking in profits,
how do you deal with the Supreme Court? I mean, you've got the Supreme Court who's all trumped up. I mean, the Indiana just overturned the conviction. I think it's Indiana. The mayor there, Mayor Snyder, was convicted for corruption. And the Supreme Court, today or yesterday, overturned his conviction. He's a Republican. Yeah, well, it's a fact. You know what their reasoning was? He accepted the money or the bribe after the favor was done. Meaning,
after the favor was done, yes. I'm sorry. That's all you had to bring up was yes. Now the Supreme Court has said that, hey, if somebody does you a nice favor, on the court or something like that, and you can just pay them off later. As long as the payoff doesn't come before the decision, well, then it's just, what did they use? Gratuity? Gratuity is the word he used.
Gratuities, yes.
That's a tip. Oh, look, appreciate you. Cleaned the table real good. Thank you. Had great service. Thanks a lot. See you next time we need you. When we need servicing, we'll call you.
Politician.
It is. It smacks of corruption. But look at the decision they just made on, God damn it. Alito dissented. Crap.
Abortion, if a woman's going to die, will be an emergency.
That's the Idaho case. That's in health of the mother. In Idaho, they only had reported. Now, that's a key word in here. Reported rape, incest, or in case of life of the mother. Reported. And then if you didn't report it, sorry, we all know.
Police file first.
Yes. You must make a police, and then you can go ask for an abortion. So they make you jump through every hoop in the world.
Abortion now?
And we just saw the case down here in Texas where the young lady had to leave the state. She had an unviable child, an unviable embryo in her, and that it was not going to live. And the state of Texas forced her to leave the state because of their sanctimonious religious bullshit. And that's what pisses me off about this issue. And I just got done listening to some freaking Trump surrogate on TV a little while ago talking about how it should be a state's issue. Joe Biden is the one that he wants to come back and make it a federal issue. This was a federal issue, and it was taken off federal books, and now it's back down to the states. 5 minutes later, he's arguing that the Supreme Court ought to uphold a total ban on abortion across. That's federal stepping in. In one breath, he's saying, oh, look at here, we got rid of the federal government, now we got it down to the states. But what we need is the federal government to come back. Yeah, kiss my ass, you two-faced asshole. Anyway, let me catch up real quick. Because William Kennedy came in with a $3 donation. William, thank you very much. Cookie Fatty 666 came in with, oh man, I think that's £5? Or is that 5 francs? Or
Oh, I didn't look.
Cookie, I am so sorry. I am not up on my international symbols for. He came in with $5 and said, "Do you feel that?" Huh? Euros? Is that euros? I thought that was
pound. That's
maybe.
It's pound.
Pound.
My original thought. My original thought. Cookie Fatty 66 came in with £5, £5 of money, and said, "Do you feel that American neo-Nazis have betrayed the American veterans who fought the Nazis in the Second World War?" Sorry if I was off topic. Cookie, that's never off topic. Do I think that, yeah, there's a whole lot of American neo-Nazis that support Donald Trump who want a white Christian nation and all of that comes with it. It is an insult to anybody who ever took the oath of service to this country. Every veteran, everyone who's ever fought for this country. That's an insult,
John.
And I have, if you fly the Confederate flag, which I have flying right down my street, baby, the guy's really proud of it. Yeah, fuck you. Flies the American flag and then the Confederate flag. How about this? How about you take a fucking pick? How about you decide where your values lay? Because they can't go with both. Anyway, Cookie, thank you very much. And Mr. Funny Guy 015 came in with $5 and said, "Both me and the girlfriend are tuning in. Both of us are veterans, she Army, me Air Force, and we both love America and we both hate Trump." I rest my case. And Lady Green 011 has subscribed to the channel, so we appreciate that. Thank you. Anyway, yeah, it's an insult to anybody who has served this nation. It's bad enough he was president for 4 years. We kicked his ass out badly. It needs to be done again, and this country needs to stand up. We will not go down the road of tyranny. We will not hold a glorious leader up for praise. We're not going to turn our back on Ukraine and hand it over to Putin. We're not going to kiss Putin's ass. All of that shit, because that's all what Donnie wants to do. You don't think Donnie wants to crawl up Putin's ass? Donnie wants to be a combination of Putin and Kim Jong-un. He wants the power of Putin and the adoration that Kim Jong-un gets. That's what he wants. He wants us all stand up when he walks in the room, glorious leader, and just clap our asses off. That's who Donald Trump is. He's a scumbag.
He's hooked on the when he was president.
I'm with
he
Jake
was
Sellers.
hooked on the fact that everyone was licking his shoes and everyone was bending over backwards to make sure everything was right for him. He doesn't get that at Mar-a-Lago. He gets the bootlickers. But when he was president, he got the ultimate.
And he still does. He still does. Look at the Republican Party right now. There's not a Republican congressman or senator up there that ain't even Mitch McConnell. And they're shaking his hand like, "Oh, let's forget all things. Let's forget all of what I said."
Oh, they had to sing happy birthday to him the other day. Did you see that shit?
Yes.
How demeaning is that for the U.S. congressman to have to sing happy birthday to this piece of shit?
Let me catch up real quick because Gene Shanky came in with a $20 donation. Gene, thank you very much. And Shaky Me Bones came in with a very nice donation and said, "Be sure to get your popcorn ready for the shit show." I got it ready. I am so ready for this tonight, darling. I really am. And KY Johnson snuck up on me. KY Johnson came in with a $2 donation and said, "Oh man, what are you trying to do?" He says, "Take a drink every time Trump lies. Fuck Trump, fuck Abbott, and fuck the GOP."
Well, I won't make it past the
You'd be
hour.
drunk in the first 5. I don't think I have enough liquor on hand for that, KY. That would take a lot of whiskey, buddy. Every time
John,
he lies.
What do you plan to, when the debate starts, we all take off and watch the debate, and we rejoin again, or get together again, or what?
Yeah, that's the plan. We're all going to go watch the debate. Yeah, because I don't, if everybody, I'm sure a lot of you have already heard the story of my wife and I's life, 48 years together, and the day and how our romance started. So we have a history of watching debates.
Keep that going.
We do indeed, and we'll be watching it, and then after the show, we'll come right back into Discord and go into we'll go into the Blue Room for sure. I don't know if we're going to turn on the camera and go live again. Just depends on the mood and all cranked up and all that stuff. So,
well, if you go live, your notification will go out.
Notifications should go out, yeah. And if I do go live, I'll try to put something out real quick. Like I know on Facebook, I'll try to get something out on. But yeah, if I go live, usually if you're subscribed, then yeah, you'll get a ding. So.
Right. Did you see that the Department of not the Department? I don't think it was the Department of Justice. I think it was a bunch of prosecutors who got fed up with this. Now that Trump's lawyers have approached Cannon, the one being groomed to be a SCOTUS.
That's what I heard.
They complained to her. The latest thing was that the FBI trashed Mar-a-Lago when they searched it. So the FBI had enough of this, and apparently they released a whole pile of photographs. I've seen this on Young Turks, and also Ring of Fire, and they've posted all the photographs that they took when they were going through the place. It's unbelievable, mate. We had top secret documents under a Coke machine, or like anyone could have gone and bought a Coke and picked up a document.
Okay, but Secret Service agents were there. Now,
yeah, they're the ones that took these pictures. That's the way they found this shit.
Yeah.
So at least they're fighting back. They weren't going to release the photos, but they released them. But they're not going to change the MAGA nutters' minds. I mean, these MAGA nutters, they've got so much invested in this guy in way of financial and emotional that they would have to admit so much wrong to become, I suppose normal again, or think normal.
You mean?
There's a word for that emotional investment where someone invests so much effort and time into something emotionally that even though it's going off the edge of a cliff, they won't jump off it.
That's maggots. That's maggots. Yeah. That's a large majority of his vote right now. They're not in it for his politics, his knowledge, his grand wisdom for the future. Bullshit. They're in it just because it's Trump.
Everybody off. That's all.
That's it. I want to piss your neighbor off. Hey, I'm for Trump.
I'll show you.
You're stupid. I'm for Trump.
Piss your neighbor off.
For a fucking felon. I'll show you.
Oh, I hope Joe pulls that out. 34 felon counts. He's a convicted sexual assault. He's been adjudicated for that. He's a bum. Point it out. Piss him off. I want to see him get pissed off. Anyway, hey, guess what?
Can I finish this one?
Remember those Go ahead.
Those two people that stood at the front of their house with the guns back in, I don't know, it was 2000.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
And they got charged with misuse for firearms, or whatever it was, threatening manners and all that. Well, they've had their convictions overturned as well, but that's been done quietly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
but their convictions have been overturned. How corrupt is your justice system? That's what I'm wondering. How many judges are in the pocket?
Right now, it depends on what court you're talking about. If you're talking about the Supreme Court, I think it's illegitimate as hell now. I think we have lost the court. The court is now an extension of the Republican Party, and that's all it is. And that's the decisions we're going to see come. Right now, I can't wait.
John, do you remember what Joe Biden said to Trump? Shut up. When that last debate, when Joe Biden said to Donald Trump, "Will you shut up?" Well, what Donald Trump was saying to invoke that comment was he kept saying to Biden while Biden was trying to speak, "Are you going to sack the court? Are you going to sack the court? Are you going to sack the court?" And that's when Biden said, "Will you shut up, mate?"
Maybe this time Joe ought to say yes, and maybe we'll get a landslide vote for Joe, because you want to put the Supreme Court is just as much on, abortion is on the issue. How did we get that? A lopsided court, a 6-3 court taken over by maggots, and their choice is either get Donnie in, because there's going to be some more picks on the court pretty soon, and they want their man in there. They want complete control of that court, because the court controls this country.
So,
the laws
John,
of this country.
Bernadette said at last meeting. They are grooming Cannon to be SCOTUS.
Yeah.
Because they'll entice Thomas to resign.
Can you imagine
and
that?
pop her right in there.
Can you imagine that her being on the Supreme Court?
They're holding the carrot in front of her.
They have a whole parade of judges waiting to step in all over the country. The House has literally been stalling everything in every way they can for the last three and a half years, waiting for this election.
The same way they did last.
The Supreme frickin' Court has been doing the same dang thing, waiting for another Republican to be in there.
Sending it back to the lower court or putting it off.
Oh, it's all stall tactics, so they don't have to really do anything. It's not about how they.
And I'm expecting that in the immunity case. I'm halfway expecting them to kick it back down to the lower court again.
Oh, they won't be. They won't be doing anything about that. Not before the election. No, they won't.
I don't. I'm just, that's really pissing me off because it's such an easy freaking question to answer. Let me send out a quick thank you to Kay Allen. Kay, thank you very much. Came in with a $10 donation and said, "Pete, beat Trump's ass." I know she misspelled ass there. She spelled it AHEM. So yeah, Kay, you misspelled ass. So I corrected that for you.
Kay. We all do that.
We all do it occasionally. Thank you, darling. I appreciate it. Kay's been with us a long time. And she's in the heart of that shit up there.
Oh.
So, yeah. I got pictures of her on the wall.
What do you hope they talk about tonight, John?
Huh?
What do you hope that they talk about tonight? Are you hoping that these two get asked questions by the moderator? Because really the moderator is the one that controls the direction of the conversation. Are you hoping for more past history, like Biden's history compared to Trump's history type questions? Are we hoping for more, what do you have planned for the future type questions? Or we're going to see a lot of your son's a criminal and your son and you are a criminal?
No, I think you're going to see some of the what are your plans for the future type questions. If you're elected, if you're reelected, what are your plans for this, that, or the other? Huh?
Are you happy with the choice of moderator?
I don't have a problem with the moderator. I don't have a problem with them. It's CNN, isn't it? Yeah, it's CNN. Is it Jake Tapper? Yeah, I think it is. Jake Tapper and...
because they all are also key to which way the debate leans. I mean, a good moderator can direct a debate in the favour of anyone that they want to.
Yeah.
It's just clever questioning.
Trump's going to say it's rigged anyway, no matter what.
Hey, man, I've been sitting here. What happened? I lost somebody because I wasn't paying. Joe was here. Oh. Joe was up here. And there's Joe. Hello, Joe.
Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Can't hear you, Joe.
Joe's cool. We talk on Facebook.
No mojo.
Barbecuing.
Cycle out of Discord and then come back in again.
Let's try it again, Joe. Let me send you back down.
Close Discord on your end.
And then we'll try it again.
Sometimes dropping him down doesn't work.
Yeah.
He'll be back. Give him a minute.
He's restarting right now, so we'll let him do that. Anyway.
Did you see
Driver, are you with us?
I'm with you. Gregory Brown here. How you guys doing?
Doing fine, brother. How are you?
Mom's got her Budweiser, and I've got my Bud, and we're going to party tonight.
There you go.
There you go. I'm going to be having my T&T. That's what I call it nowadays.
Of course.
T&T.
Well, tea's an herb too, right?
Yeah. I just made me a fresh pot. John's been going without his tea for about, 4 days. Bought a bottle of sweet tea from the store, but...
It's not the same, right?
No, it's not.
It's funny you
mentioned making my own.
Jake Tapper and Dana Bush.
Dana Bush. That's who it is.
Yeah. Those are the two that the right side is trying to bash, pardon the pun.
Yeah.
You mentioned the Supreme Court. Even back as far as the thing with Gore in Florida back in 2000, I still had faith that these Supreme Court justices felt the gravity of their positions.
You would think that, yes.
Right, but even back then, the Republicans were talking about our obstacle is the courts. We've got to win the courts, and they finally got and done it. And they did it with three judges, Cannon, and the 3 Supreme Court justices that Trump approved. Now, they've got more power than the executive and the legislative branch. The real power is with the Supreme Court.
It is.
And that's what worries me. That's what,
that's who, the legislation makes the law, but it's the Supreme Court that has the ultimate power over that law.
They're the ones who interpreted the constitutionality of it.
Right.
And their word goes.
And well, how do they rule that someone is above the law, basically, when it's not in the Constitution? If this was so simple, which it is, they should have ruled on this months ago. Way back when
they should have refused to take the case.
Jack Smith brought it up.
That's the whole point.
They're
a mega court. It's a 6-3 mega court. They're not going to rule.
Excuse me, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep. Joe.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Joe.
I'm back. I'm alive.
I'm glad to hear it, brother.
Drinking milk, Maya.
I had an overdose of milk. I know.
Uh-oh. Too much happiness.
Too much happiness.
Give me a milk in a dirty glass.
I'm trying real hard to figure out this new phone. It does not speak my language.
Oh.
Discord?
So
go in the language settings and pick the language of your choice.
Careful.
It would make as much sense if it was in